Now, Israel's move to block the delivery of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip amidst an impasse in truce talks has come under fire. After the Arab nation, South Africa has now denounced the Israeli act, accusing Netanyahu's government of using starvation as a clear weapon of war. A fragile ceasefire since January saw an influx of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip before Israel on Sunday announced that it was blocking the deliveries until Hamas accepts the terms dictated by the Israelis for an extension of truce. While Israel says that it wants to extend the first phase of the ceasefire until the middle of April, Hamas insists on a transition to the deal's second phase, which would lead to a permanent end to the war. Now, referring to Pretoria's case against the State of Israel at the International Court of Justice, the South African Foreign Ministry has said that Israel is using starvation as part of the ongoing campaign of what the ICJ ruled to be plausible genocide against the Palestinian people. It also went on to state that the Palestinians are experiencing immeasurable suffering and are urgently in need of food, shelter and medical supplies. South Africa has called on the international community to hold the State of Israel accountable for these actions. Remember, South Africa in 2023 had dragged the State of Israel to the International Court of Justice. It had argued that the war that the Israelis were waging on the Palestinians in Gaza breached the 1948 United Nations Genocide Convention, an accusation that Israel has denied. Now, Israel, on the other hand, has defended its decision. It has accused Hamas of hoarding supplies, including food, in Gaza to cause an obesity pandemic. This is what the Israelis are saying.
Hamas have hoarded for months and months of supplies. They have enough food to fuel an obesity epidemic. But the only people we see getting fat are Hamas themselves. No one is going hungry in Hamas. The supplies are there, but Hamas don't share.
So that is what the Israelis have to say after blocking the entry of humanitarian aid and other food supplies into Gaza, that there could be an obesity epidemic there. The Palestinians in the Gaza Strip have, of course, welcomed the outcome of the Arab Leaders Summit, which endorsed an Egyptian plan to rebuild the Gaza Strip without expelling the Palestinian population. The $53 billion plan, endorsement by Arab leaders at a summit in Cairo, has amounted to a rejection of Donald Trump's proposal.
We are satisfied with these decisions and this summit. These decisions were strongly part of the Arab summits, where the Arabs are most united and in agreement over not displacing the Palestinian people in any way. We are clinging to our land, and God willing, the reconstruction will take place while we are on the land of the Gaza Strip.
The important thing is for the Arab countries to be serious and to be a real pressure card to implement this issue, rather than just take a decision like the thousands of decisions they have taken regarding our issue and the solutions they've proposed in previous summits.
And WION's correspondent Calden Ongmu has sent us this report from Johannesburg in South Africa. Take a look.
South Africa's support to the people of Palestine is not dying anytime soon, despite criticism from U.S. President Donald Trump. Department of International Relations and Cooperation issued a statement strongly condemning the refusal of Israel to allow humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip and its closure of border crossing at a time when the people of Gaza are experiencing immeasurable suffering and urgently need food, a shelter and medical supplies. It said preventing food from entering Gaza is a continuation of Israelis' use of starvation as a weapon of war as part of the ongoing campaign of what the ICJ ruled to be plausible genocide against the Palestinian people. It added that halting the entry of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip is a clear violation of ceasefire agreement, international humanitarian law, and the 4th Geneva Convention. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.